No, just talk about, like I mentioned earlier, another artist from the Detroit area was the late great Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Just talk about how you connected with her as far as you know being a supporting vocalist.
That was, man, that was crazy how that happened. My best friend Gerald Hatton asked me to go to rehearsal with him one day, and I wasn't doing nothing, so I went. And when I got there, the music director, the guy who was actually supposed to sing background, didn't come to rehearsal for 2 days. I don't know what he was thinking about, but he didn't come for 2 days. And so the music director was like, "Come here, Marcus, come and sing this note for me." So I'm just, standing in. And Aaliyah just, so she walks in the rehearsal and points and be like, "Who is that?" I could see her mouth like, "Who is that?" And they was like, "That's Marcus Devine." And I seen her head do like this. She's like, "I like him." And so they like, "Hey man, Aaliyah wants you to stay." I was like, "Oh, okay." So 2 days later, the guy comes in. Uh, After not being there for 2 days, now we done got tight, singing. He comes in and like, "What's going on?" And it's like, "Well, Aaliyah want to do something different. She want to go with Marcus." He gets mad. I'm talking about on fire. So the daddy go like, "Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna do another audition." I didn't know all this until later. But he's like, "We're gonna do an audition." So I get in there the next day. It's 20-some guys in there, Troy. When I get
Hmm.
there, and I'm like, "What's going on?" So, and they's like, "Well, we got to do an audition, such and such." Her daddy Mike was like, "Do an audition." So they start singing. Aaliyah walks in like, "What's going on?" She didn't even know. She like, "What's going on?" And it's like, "Well, your pop said we got to do an audition because the guy, I ain't gonna say his name, the guy was upset, that Marcus got the job. He didn't." She's like, "I want Marcus." And she turned to the guys and was like, "All right, everybody, y'all heard what she said." She want Marcus. "Thank y'all for coming out." And, and the rest is history, bro.
Yeah, which project was that for?
Oh, that was the first tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the very first tour. The age ain't nothing but a number, back and forth, all of that stuff. That was that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was then.
Okay. Um, so like, let's talk about, I guess, working with, say, artists that have, put in the years, they have hits, from the 70s, 80s, like your Charlies and Teddy P's,
Hmm.
Shirley Murdoch's, to when you're working with a relatively new artist.
Right.
Like, how is that experience? Is it like the artists that have been around longer, they have a system and they just know what they want and how, versus the newer artists where they may take more instruction?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I've been blessed, bro, because even dealing with the older artists, it's a level of respect where they want what I got. Like they want
Hmm.
what I have to offer. Being with Charlie Wilson, anything he did, he was like, "Nephew, what you think? What you think?" So a lot of that was him coming to me for a lot of my ideas.
Right.
So that was cool. And the difference with working with a new artist is I found myself internally fanning out a little bit all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Because every once in a while it'll hit me like, "Yo, do you realize you're sitting here with Charlie Wilson?" Like,
Uh-huh.
to myself, but I have to still have to keep the game face on. You know what I mean? I have to keep the game face, but it's like, yo, I be fanning out, and just to be able to pick up the phone and call her Shirley Murdoch, bro. She's like, you know what I mean? Like, so I have my moments, but new artists, you have to have a little more serious face because I'm in teacher mode more so with the new artists than I am with the older artists.
Right.
So
And it's interesting that you would say that about Charlie Wilson, because I I would say, just based on that, I think that's why his career has stood the test of time. It's like him and Ron Isley; they know how to work
yes,
with younger musicians, and they don't seem to have that ego. They're just there to make great music, and you
and they
know,
know what they want. That's the crazy. They know what they want now, but They don't walk in the door like it's got to be this way, this way, this way, this way. They're
mhm,
open to, okay, they want some freshness. Like you say, that's what helps them have that longevity. You know.
right.